Hi everybody, welcome to Miami TV. We're live at the moment, and you guys remember last year we covered this humongous ship right here in Miami. You can go ahead, ma'am. Well, we're live here again. This is it right here, and we're actually making a huge line, so we're going to start, okay? Vamos a empezar porque no queremos que la gente frene por nosotros. Estamos en vivo y en directo aquí en el bote justamente al lado del Intercontinental en Miami, lo que se llamaría Art Miami. Así que hay muchísima gente. Vamos a hablar con los artistas. El año pasado fue extraordinario. Vamos a mezclarnos por acá. Now we're going against traffic, you see. Vamos a ir en contra del tráfico. Very beautiful ladies, you see. Miami does it right. Bueno, tenemos mucha gente. La gente está variando de lo que es el primer piso al segundo piso. Nosotros el año pasado comenzamos aquí, fuimos hacia el final, fuimos hacia el otro lado, había unas escaleras, nos morimos del frío. Hace un frío fuera ya de 54 grados. Pero por supuesto de que como somos de Miami no estamos acostumbrados. Para muchos de ustedes están acostumbrados al clima de acá. ¿Qué tal si empezamos por acá con el arte de esta gente? A ver si están los artistas por acá. No estoy muy segura, así que nos vamos a colar por aquí a ver qué tal. A ver, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
We're going around talking to people, see what they think about all this art. So what's your name?
Reinaldo Padrino,
Y yo te hablo en inglés y eres más latino que yo. ¿De dónde eres?
de Cuba,
Cubano. Bueno, ¿y eres artista o estás aquí como inspector?
inspector.
Inspector, todos estamos como inspectores de arte. Ah, bueno, hoy es el día de los coleccionistas, así que todos ustedes que están aquí porque son coleccionistas o son amantes del arte hace mucho tiempo. ¿Tu nombre?
Belén Bilbao.
Belén Bilbao. ¿Y tú?
Gail Padrino.
Okay, English. that was a migrating way of going to English. Well, come closer. So, you just got in, I'm sure. Recién entramos.
First time, and we're collectors. We have a gallery, and my cousin Ray, for the first time, told us to come. And I'm so impressed. It's like beautiful.
This is the first one
And
you've
it's
been to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's beautiful.
So you're not from Miami?
No, I am from Miami.
You are from Miami, and you have a gallery here.
We live in Boca. We're the ones that-
Okay. So this is amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm impressed. Very impressed.
So, is your idea to come here and just, look around, or are you maybe thinking of taking some of this art to your gallery also? I don't know.
It could be. It could
Most of
be.
them might end up with a piece.
Yeah. He's the dangerous one with the card.
He's the one that gives me a gift that says "Happy Anniversary," and it's for him. It's not for me, but yeah.
Can work both ways.
You can see him maybe, yeah. And my friends Vicky and Mike here.
Women are the one that,
Please. They're also here.
I'll get you later. Put some makeup on.
But it's so funny that I've never been here after Basil and everything else. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
We were here last year, and I gotta tell you, it just keeps getting better and better. Even throughout the year, they wipe all this out and put jewelry in. So you have one of the finest jewelry in the world and the most expensive jewelry in the world. So this yacht is always here.
I would love to come when the jewelry's here.
Is that your husband?
Yeah, that's right.
How did I know?
He's the gallery owner.
We'll go talk to him later.
Okay, nice
He doesn't run away. Thank you guys. Have a good time.
Very
Yeah?
crowded this year. More than the last 2 years.
I don't know. Last year was the same thing. At least the day that we came, yeah. It was,
Oh, okay.
Coming over here, the traffic was amazing. It was like, it's wonderful. And when I saw the boat, it was like, oh my God.
Oh.
It's a yacht. It's a
Es un
yacht.
yate, no es un bote. Hay que tener el permiso.
Vienen los cubanos de Cuba. No, I'm sorry.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias, que disfruten la noche.
Mi
Gracias.
amor, mucho gusto.
Pero, ¿vieron a nuestro amigo acá? No sé, mujer o hombre. This is amazing. I don't know if the artist is here. ¿Han conocido al artista? No sé si está por aquí. No está. Así que eso está hecho de pedazos de auto. Así lo tienen. Están reciclando. Me encanta el arte reciclable. Are you the artist? No. He's in France. All right, guys. We'll continue to the next session. We already have a couple artists talking to us. Thank you, guys. Have a fun time. And they're working very hard, as you can see. We are live in Miami TV. Everybody wave at the camera. Hi. And we're here to support the local artists and everybody internationally. So you guys are doing a great job. And you have two artists for me, you said?
Yeah, this is Leah Fisher. This is one of our artists. And we just did her very first show about a year ago. And we've just been unprecedented success for her. And she can ask her a couple of questions about her art. This is her painting right here.
All right, we'll start over there. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, pleasure.
All right, and your name?
Leah Fisher.
All right, let's start over there. Where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. How do you feel being in a city like Miami?
Oh, I love the city.
Yeah.
This is the sexiest, most fashionable city. I'm in love with the city. I hope we spend a lot more time here.
It would be a lot different. I mean, Texas is more like, countryside.
We're a little bit more reserved here. When I watch the people walk by, every person is a work of art. It's very, very unique, and the men are even dressing in the men's fashion. I mean, my husband and I, J.D. Miller, the other artist here, we love it. We love it. Absolutely.
Well, I hope you get some fashion back to Texas as well. Some Miami fashion,
I've been shopping nonstop.
That's the difficult part that you cannot stay away from in Miami.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with this piece of art right here.
Sure. This painting is called Trump Card, and this is my newest painting, and thank you so much. It's a complete deviation from what I've been doing.
Why is that?
J.D. Miller is my teacher, and the one across the way, you can't see it, but it's I've never done any cubist reminiscent art before. Everything I've done is extremely abstract. This is a lot more concrete than what I've been doing.
It seems like you feel good about it. You feel comfortable, right?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it. This is the first one. I've done 3 in this series now, and I have
It matches you also. Is that on purpose? I love that, by the way.
subconsciously on purpose.
Trabajó con el arte de atrás, tiene más o menos los mismos colores, así que va todo junto. Eso es un arte nuevo para ella, nunca hizo abstracto, es la primera vez que lo hace, así que parece que le fue muy bien. All right, let's continue with some color. I'm a color fan, so.
Okay. Well, this is my husband. Where's my husband?
Okay, so this is the only one that you have here?
This is not the only one I have here, but there's another one over there.
Okay, so we'll continue with him and then we'll end with you.
Okay, let's do that.
We'll end the show with a beautiful lady, why not?
Oh, I love it. Darling husband.
Darling.
This way.
She said. Oh, what do you mean, what do you want? You have to say, yes, my love.
She was just.
How much money do you have?
A lot.
Okay, good. I'm coming over then.
I like that he's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Well, she was talking so good about you, and you just ruined your image. What's up with you?
It's all about money. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. We're talking
She married
just
me
to
like
laugh.
I married her for her money.
That makes total sense now. And now I'm getting the picture. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I hope you understand that.
This is the most amazing interview.
I know this is gonna blow your mind.
Serious, though, I can't.
Yeah, I love a person with a sense of humor. So you started a great way, and I hate when people just do interviews and it's like, "Hi, how are you?" And it's like you're a robot, kind of like you have to answer whatever they tell you.
Right.
It's like these are real people. You want them to just get them like this, like they don't know you're coming.
We're a little shy, but
I can totally tell.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, what about
All right.
paintings?
She's like, all right, let's go to the paintings now. All right, well, this is your time to shine. So tell me a little bit about your art, and I'm seeing some flowers, obviously, right?
Yeah, these are like, I don't know, these are undersea flowers.
Okay.
What we do is we capture energy. This one over here is actually more probably.
Él captura energía, captures energy. I like that.
Like this is, you know what this one's called? Maximum velocity.
Okay.
You know why? Because,
Why are they laughing?
yeah. Well, I mean, if you go to Jamaica, everything's like, how do you feel? Maximum. Maximum respect. So this one,
like him.
This is actually maximum velocity because what our art is about, it's a reflection of where we live. It's about energy.
Right.
It's about capturing the energy of the moment into art. And this one right here, okay, that there.
Ahí tienes toda la emoción de energía, dice.
Yeah. It's all about, it's just really about translating our experience into our art. And
So are we seeing your life right here? Is this how your life is?
one,
Or just Jamaica?
No, this is our life.
This is
it is actually, this would be a reflection of our life, yeah.
I think it goes with your personality also,
Yeah, we love life.
We're shy.
Very. You should be a comedian, you know that?
I am funny.
You are, you're hot too, so that's good.
I love it. They're like just going out, Like, no, I don't need that. Don't worry. Just say to her, she's your wife. We're good.
No, not to be disrespectful.
This interview is kind of a train wreck. Okay.
Why?
All right, guys, it's all about having fun. So that's the whole idea.
having fun.
Now, getting a little bit more detailed, since I am not an artist, how did you actually get all this amount of paint to stay there? I mean, obviously, it wasn't like this. It was laying flat on the floor, right? And with that form? No way.
You know what it is? It's like literally grabbing, oil. It's pure oil paint. There's no fillers. It's not acrylic. So we take like this much oil right here, a big, and then like
With your
that.
hands?
Yeah, hands. Hands, magic. I use I use my cape when I can, and this
Magic wand also, right?
thing right there. See that?
Some kind of like little Mini Cooper or something.
Yeah, it's like
Your imagination, you know, could see anything.
a pterodactyl that pooped color.
That is more fun. I like his imagination better than mine now. All right, well, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Do you want to maybe give out, I'm sure you have a gallery somewhere, so.
No, but seriously.
You're an artist, all right? So you're not supposed to be serious.
That's right. No, I'm kidding. What was the question?
Where do you guys have your gallery? I'm sure a lot of people, you know, not even, not only for your art, but maybe to meet you guys because you're so cool.
Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
J.D. Miller, Leah Fisher were represented by Samuel Lynn Galleries in Dallas, and the website. You can find that on the web, Samuel Lynn Galleries.
There you go.
He's
like, oh, can I say that?
But then it would be too easy. You have to.
I'll do it because it's samuellyn.com.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. Very good. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You're awesome, and I hope you have an amazing night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mucho gusto.
Bueno, ahora sí, vamos a continuar. Yo me voy a sacar esto porque estoy mojada del calor que tengo. Y ya vino, por ejemplo, Enrique, así que vamos a mostrarle el arte. Me saco esto y continuamos. We're gonna haunt them because he's had enough of our camera. How are you, Sean?
Good. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You here to shop? Or are you gonna buy the yacht?
Absolutely both.
He was buying yachts, you know, so I gotta be blunt with him. All right, well, I know you just walked in, so have a fun night.
Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself this
Thank you.
evening.
Bye bye.
now.
Bueno, continuamos para allá. Tenemos la escalerita que nos lleva para arriba, así que no se pierdan lo que sería, ¿no?, una transmisión en vivo que nadie hace en realidad. Todo el mundo puede grabar en yates, pero nadie los lleva así en directo desde uno de los yates más lujosos en Miami, que viene acá a la mitad del año. También se llena de joyas, las joyas más caras del mundo. Hoy en particular tenemos artistas de todo el mundo, mucha gente famosa también, por supuesto, pero hoy en particular es solamente para las personas que quieren comprar, y mañana empieza recién la fiesta VIP y luego empieza para el público, que ustedes también pueden venir y visitarlos, ¿no? Por supuesto. A ver, continuamos por aquí. Let's see if you have any artists over here. I heard my name. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
It's a little cold tonight because the girls.
It is super cold tonight.
Yeah, the girls are not too much clothes on.
No, you know, we had to adapt with the weather, you
From
know.
Belgrade.
How are you? Fine. What's your name?
Snezzy.
Okay. So did you just make that up?
I did. I made that name up.
Hey, that's totally fine. You could totally make names up. It's no problem whatsoever. So do you have a favorite artist that you've seen?
No, it's actually the art's better this year than last year. You were here last year too.
was here last year.
Yeah, and what do you think? I think it's better.
I've seen a lot more color this year. Last year, I think there was a little bit more sculptures, you know, more handmade things. But the art's definitely popping this year, I think.
I think the art's better.
Yeah. He's straight up. The art is better this year, Art Miami.
The art's better. There's you got a new cameraman.
Me encanta la gente que nos conoce, empieza a decir, tienes un cameraman nuevo, dice, el arte es mejor, esto y lo otro. I like your bluntness.
I agree.
I concur. Bye bye. Have a good night. Bueno, a ver, vamos arriba y luego terminamos por aquí. Vamos por las escaleras. I think it just gets colder and colder while you go up. So now we're going to go ahead and do some interviews here. I heard there's a lot of Argentinians here, so I think it's going to be more for, I guess, Spanish, you know, Argentina, Latin America, why not? Bueno, me han dicho de que aquí en el segundo piso de este yate hay más argentinos, así que vamos a ver si podemos hablar un poco más de español. Ya me han dicho acá, por favor, hablemos más en español para los latinoamericanos. Así que bueno, comenzamos por aquí y luego vemos dónde terminamos en la noche. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Chévere.
Chévere, ¿de dónde eres?
Venezuela.
Venezolano. Hay gente de todo el mundo. Bueno, ¿te ha gustado algo en particular o eres artista?
Sí, me ha gustado algo en particular y me dedico en parte a la parte del arte también.
Colector.
Sí.
Okay. ¿Cuántas colecciones crees que tienes de pinturas o de esculturas?
No tanto como quisiera. Sí.
O sea, eres re fanático entonces.
Sí.
Ok, bueno, me parece que muchos de ustedes se conocen, ¿no? O sea, viajan por el mundo coleccionando. ¿Y cómo se siente estar aquí en un lugar en Miami? ¿Qué te parece Miami?
Súper bien por el clima que tienes ahorita, que es bien...
¿Te gusta el frío?
Sí.
Ay, no, si vienen en Miami van a odiar este clima, es demasiado frío para nosotros. Bueno, saluda a Miami TV.
Hola.
Muchas gracias, que tenga linda noche, adiós. All right, guys, let's go over here. We have somebody from MIA here. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
My name is Jenny, nice to meet you.
I'm Helen. I'm
Helen.
the director of Projects Gallery.
Oh, you don't have to go away, you can stay with us, no problem.
She's just a customer.
Oh, well, you don't want to let a customer go.
No, she's a friend. She's being silly.
All right, Helen, so tell me a little bit about MIA. We've been here last year. You guys have grown a lot. Totally different from last year, actually. There was a little bit more sculptures, I think. More art this year. I love it.
Well, this is our 5th time, so we've been here since they started, and it should change every year. The fairs should evolve, but I think this year it has a very strong Latin influence. There's a lot of galleries from Argentina.
Yeah. Especially in the second floor, I guess. I heard.
Yes, on the second floor. But it's the only fair in Miami at this time of the year. It's the only fair that I know of that's on a boat.
That's a very luxurious boat.
It's a very beautiful boat. But we have always met new clients during these fairs, and we've always had old clients come back, and it's an entertaining and very beautiful place to be.
All right, so this is open tonight for collectors. Is it also open for the public maybe later on or in February or?
It is open every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I believe the opening hours are 1 o'clock until 10 tomorrow.
You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, but it's fun. We meet a lot of new people, but there are tickets available to the public. So yes, it's open to anybody. Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Bueno, nos estaba contando de que sí, eso está abierto para el público, así que por supuesto todo lo que ven alrededor también tienen un montón de artistas latinos, especialmente aquí, mucha gente argentina, así que vamos a buscar a esa gente argentina, especialmente a los pintores. ¿Cómo están?
Bien.
No te preocupes, puedes salir en cámara y saludar nada más.
Okay.
¿Están aquí comprando? Are you guys shopping or?
Estamos mirando.
Sí, bueno, she's very pretty, so she can be anything she wants in the world, and I'm sure you are. It's just, we're not here to. She is. Okay, I think he wants to tell me who you are.
No. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, did you see anything you liked tonight?
Yes, right here. This artist right here has the most beautiful arts.
Very good.
And my birthday is next month, so.
You better get going. All right. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Bueno, continuamos desde el próximo. A ver si tenemos aquí un artista. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Sí, bien. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Español o inglés?
¿Cómo prefieres?
Whatever's easier for you.
Well, I speak English, I speak Spanish.
You speak very good both languages, so you're doing good.
So
and your name
you.
is Frank.
And I don't look nearly as good as you do.
You look just fine.
Okay.
All right, Frank, so what do you do?
I'm an artist. I made these pieces here.
Awesome. Just who we want to speak to. All right, you want us to talk a little bit about your art?
Yeah, we can. What would you...
You're competing with a lot of Latin American people this year, huh?
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Of course it is. You have all the colors. You have all the right ideas.
Well, I lived in Venezuela before, and many of my ideas come from my exposure in Latin America. But anyway, these are images that are very recently made, and if you see, I use a lot of plants and natural forms, because I really want to talk about the fact that we are part of nature, and you cannot be in nature and not be part of it. So we are not in nature, we are part of nature.
Go back there sooner or later, right?
And there are many leaves in all of them, and as the lights, as they change, more certain things appear and disappear. And in many of them you can see a small figure which represents the fact that within each of us is a genetic message for another generation. We carry from the past and we go towards the future. At the same time, as the color changes that shines inside, sometimes that figure disappears and it comes back, because all of us have something inside of us that's hidden at times. And I like the idea that when I lived in the forest in Venezuela, that things would disappear and you could not see them because the fog would come in, or the trees would hide the image, and then I could sense it was there, and then I would see a little light, and it would suddenly appear again. And so I love the idea that nature is changing, and we are part of that system.
I was going to say inner child, but you beat me to it. I would have never thought what you said, but I guess everything has something to do with it, right?
You could say that's a child, you could say it's a soul, you could say it's another self. All of us have another hidden person within us.
Now, this actually looks like you got a couple leaves and pressed it against something. Is that how you did them?
Sometimes real leaves, and other times they're made out of paper, and I cut them out of paper and I paste them on.
Realistic.
Like you make little dolls, you know? And there are many different layers of these, and so the images, I draw the image and then I cut it out and I put it together, and then I make references to other things like birds and things like that in there.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to grab, leaves and then a paper and then grab a charcoal, and it would look so awesome.
Very similar process, that's right.
Let's go to the next one. Meanwhile, I'll say a little bit of Spanish. Él dice de que esto él lo hace para mostrar la naturaleza de lo que sería el ser humano. Dice de que todo ser humano tiene, como le puedes llamar, un niño pequeño, otra alma, otro lado de ellos dentro, de que a veces aparece y a veces desaparece. Dice que en las selvas de Venezuela él tuvo esa idea porque vivió ahí por muchos años y veía que de repente veía figuras o cosas, y de repente por toda la nublina que entraba desaparecía. Así que bueno, all right.
And here, what I'm using here is the image of fish. Now, these are koi fish, and koi fish are considered to be a good luck symbol in every culture in the world. And they actually appear almost in every part of every climate. You find them in Japan, where it gets very cold and it gets very hot in the Middle East, but it's always a symbol of good luck. In China, it means money coming in. So everyone wants to have a koi fish in their house.
I did not know that was their name. These are the ones that we would call like Chinese fish. I mean, the people that don't know the real name, right?
Actually, members of the carp family, right? But in China, this fish means good money coming in.
That's why they have so many lakes with these inside.
In this particular pattern, I have them swimming like the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative. And so these, again, they change with the lights behind them and the color, and it gives a feeling that they're moving and vibrating in the surface.
Lo interesante de esto es que como le pone luces atrás, siempre tienes una imagen diferente. Estos son peces que la mayoría de nosotros les llamamos, que no conocemos el nombre, los peces chinos, ¿no? Que él dice de que se llaman koi fish y dan una buena suerte y traen dinero. Por eso muchos chinos tienen esos peces al frente en su restaurante. All right, and I see you're following the same kind of vibe here. Okay, very cool.
Okay.
So, is this also yours? Or?
Yeah, these are mine too. This is, and what I've done is I put on the surface a paste, and then with my fingers or with tools, I scratch a pattern into the paste. When that dries, I put silver leaf over that, and then I put a thin layer of resin, and then I begin to make the painting. And I make painting with just shapes of color, and I put layers of resin, and at the end, a final coat of resin. So a painting like this can take anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 months to make. I have several of them I'm working on at a given time. And again, the idea is the movement of all these fish is the energy of life, and how they really, the fish is a symbol. This fish has the ability to swim against the current. And in China, they recognize that it stands for that the fish has free will and ambition. It can go whichever direction it wants. They can live in captivity for 250 years. So a man who takes care of his fish can be feeding a fish in the morning that his great-grandfather fed every day. So it can last for 250 years, and that gives them a connection to the past. So those are all ideas that I relate to, so I borrow them.
I love how we learn something new every day. So we're going to go off and buy some fish. Everybody should have fish, all right?
Don't eat
Very good. Don't eat them, you guys. All right, well, I love the fact that this is totally, completely different from, all the paintings that we've seen so far. So it's totally unique. Do you want to give maybe your gallery or your website for people that want to see them?
My name is Frank Hyder, and my website is frankhyder.com. That's HYDER.com. Okay. And the gallery is Projects Gallery, and we have a small office in Wynwood on 23rd Street and 2nd Avenue at 250 Northwest 23rd Street.
Very good. So Wynwood it is.
Projects Gallery.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a good night.
Pleasure.
Bueno, dice de que los peces, en realidad, ese tipo de pez va en contra de la corriente, o sea, de que si ustedes tienen peces de ese estilo, le pueden dar de comer y se van a dar cuenta de que va a ser un pez de que en miles de años, viven como no sé cuántos años, sus tatarabuelos le podrían estar dando de comer al mismo pez que ustedes hoy en día de chiquitos les están dando de comer, porque dice que viven muchísimos años. Bueno, vamos a mezclarnos por acá, a ver. No sé si pase la cámara. I'm like, we're squeezing in here. No sé, como dije, no sé si pasó la cámara, pasamos. Bueno, estamos en vivo, en directo, les aviso, en Miami Art Fair. So, a ver si tenemos otro artista por aquí, o por lo menos por si vemos un poco diferente de arte. Vamos a hablar con la persona que está aquí parada. How are you?
Well, how are you?
What's your name?
Seth.
Seth, are you the artist or?
I'm one of them.
You're one of them. There's so many of you down here. So, do you feel like this is like a competition, or are you just here to all support each other?
We're here to support each other.
50-50?
Still a little competitive.
Well, I think you have to be, so that's good. You want to sell. There you go. Very good. You're always ambitious and you want to go further.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about your art.
With the divers, these are actually some sculptures that I did. I was trying to capture the kinetic energy that like a diver goes through as he's walking out to the board. Okay. The progression actually starts with, there's a larger one back in the corner over there. He's walking out to the board. He's starting his pose. This is where he's starting to basically stretch out.
Kind of.
Well, they were actually designed originally, to go together, yes ma'am, to be like in a progression in a row. This is where he's most outstretched, and the one behind you is actually where he's just about ready to go over the board.
Okay.
But I wanted to capture, the energy that they're going through. If you could really look at what was going on in their muscles, all that potential energy of coming off the board.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I was trying to capture.
I gotta say something before you continue. The word tonight has been energy, from the first floor to the second floor, and we haven't even ended. So I don't know if they picked you guys all together, but I totally love it. We're all about energy, so this is awesome that all of you, in front also, he's also talking about the energy and the movement and everything. You're talking about kinetic energy, so very cool. Do you have one that maybe is your favorite? Because I'm sure you actually studied these divers going in and out a couple of times, or no? Or maybe you do it yourself?
No, it was just more what was in my head, really. It's kind of the way I approach a lot of art. I'm always asking a question and I'm giving an answer.
All right. So do you have a favorite or no?
I do. The large black one.
All right. Let's go see the one in the corner there. Bueno, me encanta porque toda la gente que está aquí arriba y abajo, todo el mundo habla de energía. Así que la idea es, lo que le dije a él, le digo, es impresionante que sea como la palabra de hoy, ¿no? Energía. Así que qué bueno, él está hablando de energía cinética, por supuesto, de movimiento, está hablando de las personas que van dentro del agua, muchos metros debajo del agua, y dice cómo se mueven los músculos, dice que todas las pinturas van una tras la otra diciendo una historia de cómo cambia la energía de la persona mientras hace el ejercicio. Do you speak Spanish by any chance? Because it seemed like you totally understood me.
Bits and pieces. I tried to follow as much as I possibly could.
All right, I translated what I could.
And when I don't, I nod to seem like I know what I'm doing.
That will get you through. All right, so which one?
The black one.
The black one.
It's just called Shroud.
All right. So is this one you're really, really deep down?
Yeah.
It's easy.
It is, but it isn't. It always feels like peanut butter on the roof of my mouth. I never can quite explain what I'm wanting to say.
Okay. So how do you? What is this made of? Oil or?
Just rough canvas with a lot of oil, a lot of latex, just mixed media, trying to get the image that I wanted. I wanted that gritty, that kind of that worn feeling.
Okay.
Like a pair of jeans you just love to put on.
Yeah.
It could be
you
like
get tired of.
No, you don't. It could be like any other thing. But those pair that you put on, for whatever reason, they feel different. You put them on differently. You feel like a different person. It's like an armor, if you will.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, totally. So is this? I don't want to touch it, but does it have like a contract or is it made? Okay, it's textured.
I like the feeling of things.
Okay.
I wanted that old, worn feeling, that tried and true thing.
You should make some jeans, and put the paint on it. I think that would sell really good.
Actually, I have a pair of jeans that kind of look like this.
Oh, you've worn them a long time then.
Yes, I've had them quite a while.
All right, well, thank you so much. If you want to go ahead and give a website or a gallery, go ahead.
Charles Herald Company in Tampa, Florida.
There you go. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am. It was a pleasure.
Bueno, entonces estaba diciendo de que ese en particular le hace pensar siempre uno tiene un par de vaqueros que lo usa muchísimo tiempo y se siente extremadamente cómodos con el vaquero, así que yo le digo, tendrías que poner esa pintura de arriba del vaquero. Dice, no sé por qué, dice, pero siempre hay una ropa que una persona se pone y se siente cómoda y se la pone por el resto de su vida. ¿Cómo están? How are you?
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Sylvia.
And remind me.
Jerry.
I should know his name. He's like at every event.
Yes, he is.
See?
Yes,
Don't be modest.
No, I'm not at every event.
Well, sort of.
We're just enjoying the art tonight.
There you go.
No, I'm just stalking you, really.
Yes, he is. He told me that earlier.
He did? Yeah. All right, well, I like that people are being very honest today. I don't know why. Is it that night where people just are honest or too honest sometimes?
Well, he is just, you know,
No,
the honest.
it's my cough syrup.
That will explain it. We are at Art Miami, so tell me, what do you think?
I really liked it. There are a lot of pieces that were really cool. But,
Yes, I enjoyed quite a few pieces
and
this year.
I learned from the Chinese culture that goldfish means prosperity.
Did you learn that when we were interviewing?
Huh?
Did you learn that when we were doing the interview?
No, I learned it from Sylvia. I'll give you a hint. She's Chinese.
Well, you can never assume, you know, but all right, so you're Chinese. We were just talking to the artist, and he was saying how these koi fish are actually good luck for you guys.
Yeah.
And most of us just call them Chinese fish because we don't know the real name. So now we learned a little bit of the story.
Yes, it means prosperity. Because, you know, fish, when you have it, you know, in the home, it actually brings prosperity.
So all fish or just this one?
Well, especially that. But goldfish, you know, more of the, you know, koi fish, you know, goldfish, they're all represent, you know, growth and prosperity.
So we're going to either get a fish tank with a lot of goldfish for the studio or just a really big lake and throw a bunch of these in. That'll be good.
I agree. Seriously.
Yes.
Go to Ball Harbor. You can get them for free.
Pick them up. Well, they know, that's why they're doing so good.
Exactly. The prosperity.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night.
Okay, you too. Have a good
Bye.
Bueno, otra vez nos estaban contando de que los peces chinos traen prosperidad a lo que sería la familia o a lo que sería, pues genéricamente, ¿no? A la vida de la persona, le trae prosperidad, le trae buena suerte. No lo sabíamos, estamos aprendiendo algo nuevo todos los días. And I am walking to this beautiful lady, but I don't know if she wants to be talked to. Hi. Hi. You just gotta stand there. I'm like, I don't know if I'm. Were you waiting for me?
Is meant to be talking.
We're meant to be talking. There you go. We're all meant to be here at this exact moment. Hey, you know what? If something happened, we're on top of a yacht, so we're pretty safe actually.
Well,
unless something happens in the ocean, then we're. Oh God, let's not talk about that. All right, your name, please.
Noor Blazkovic.
Noor Blazkovic. Where's that last name from?
Croatian.
Croatian. I was gonna say you're Latin.
I am.
Eres latina, hablas español.
Es perfecto.
Perfecto, vamos a hablar en español entonces. Bueno, veo de que tu vestimenta va con toda tu arte.
Gracias.
Así que, vamos a empezar algo totalmente diferente. Eso es lo que más me encanta, de que teníamos pinturas al óleo, después tuvimos personas que trabajaban con hojas y naturaleza, otras personas que trabajaban con aluminio, y tú trabajas con vidrio. ¿Y cómo pintas arriba? Cuéntame un poquito.
Este es un proyecto un poco más extenso, porque lo que hacemos no solamente nos dedicamos a la pintura, a la escultura. En este caso, si se acercan aquí, esto es plástico. Esto es, mira, ¿lo tocas?
¿Ves? Even better, mejor, it's plastic, even better.
Está allí, se llama Alejandro Mendoza. Él todo lo pinta en reversa. Yo soy la fundadora del proyecto que se llama Irreversible. Y este proyecto viaja por el mundo e invita a artistas a desarrollar una narración. En este caso, ¿qué crees tú que es la narración? ¿Qué crees que es lo que hila todo eso?
Me mató. A ver.
Facilísimo, mira. ¿Qué hay en conjunto? No, mira.
Hay árboles.
There you go.
Qué interesante.
No es lo interesante, hay algo que hila el proyecto, que es la naturaleza.
La naturaleza, sí.
¿Ves? Y entonces a través de la naturaleza, este artista en particular desarrolla una historia. Entonces cada cliente, cada persona que se identifique con ello, por eso vienes acá y ves, ¿entiendes? La vida no depende de una sola historia, ni nadie tiene la regla, ni lo de que sí o lo que no. Entonces cuando tú viajas por todos ellos, entonces tienes naturaleza, tienes el cuerpo humano.
En realidad no tenemos control sobre eso.
Correcto. Entonces realmente lo que él celebra en su narración es cuánto, ¿entiendes? No controlamos, ¿sí ves? Y los colores, o sea, aquí no hay judgment. ¿Ves? Y entonces
no juzgan.
Una narración muy celebrada porque todos se identifican con ella.
Claro. Me encanta, como dije antes, ¿no? Hay un artista también que acabamos de cruzar que también habla mucho de la naturaleza. no sé por qué, pero este año, por alguna razón u otra, y lo vuelvo a repetir, todos los artistas que hay, sumamente positivos, todos hablan de la naturaleza o de energía, y ustedes ya se conocían, me imagino de que tuvieron tiempo para conocerse todos y conocer el arte de cada uno, ¿no?
Yo pienso que, ¿sabes? Han pasado tantas cosas en el...
Están como
¿entiendes?
dando cuenta.
Realmente no, él no produce por los acontecimientos del universo, pero yo creo que como seres humanos nosotros queremos ser parte o de una contribución o del otro lado. Y nosotros, ¿entiendes? Con Irreversible y con los artistas que presentamos somos parte de una contribución.
Totalmente. Bueno, te agradezco mucho tu tiempo y muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.
Buenas noches. All right. El árbol, la naturaleza. I love her laugh. So, all right, so now I have to translate in English. So I love the stories because every single artist that we're talking to has something to do with nature. And I was saying, is it maybe because of all the things that are happening in the world? And she's like, well, I think so, maybe, you know, either on one side or the other. But everybody goes back to nature. You know, we start from nature, like the artist that we spoke to earlier with the fish. And we're going to end up there anyway, you know. So, of course, you have to pay attention to, hello. So, all right, so now we're going back to oil paintings. Well, we have a little bit of gold, but they seem to be busy, so we're going to continue over there. Parece que están un poco... Miren esto. Bertrand de la Croix Gallery, New York. That is very unique. Eso es bastante único. Un hombre con cabeza de vaca. A man with a head as a cow. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you? I've been very good. How are you?
Well, I'm warm. I'm from New York, so...
We are freezing and we're from Miami. Not in here, though.
You sure don't look freezing to me.
Not in here. It's very hot here.
Oh, I see.
When you go outside, it's really freezing if you're used to Miami weather. So are you an artist?
I am an artist.
Okay. And where is your art here, or are you looking around?
I have my friends here to exhibit the work. He's an art dealer.
Okay.
I have an Lurie.
Do you want to take us to him?
I will come. I'm going to bring him.
Let's see. Let's. Or we'll stop here. I know, he's taking you to you know. So how are you?
Good. How are you doing? Pleasure.
Good, Jenny. Nice to meet you. All right, so we're going around showing people we're live in Miami TV. All the tourists, we have people from all over watching, and the idea is, you know, giving them the exclusivity that they don't have, you know, because they're not here. Sure. So he's, I think, a big fan of your art. You know, I mean, he came all the way from New York.
He's also a very good artist. So
it's more difficult, no, to have a fan that's a friend, but that's an artist also.
Well, they tend to be more critical, that's for sure, because they feel they can tell you what they want to say, which is sometimes dangerous. But it's okay.
Is he straight up?
He's pretty straight up. Yeah.
Does it help you, or you don't listen to him?
Depends if I'm talking to a client or not.
When there's a client in front, just say it's gorgeous and everything's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect. You gotta own it. You should have it. It'll look great on your wall.
I have one in my wall.
I better eat my sandwich. You know.
Or that'll work too.
There you go.
That's it.
Well, what do you like?
I love color, and I see that you have color. So, all right, we're gonna go with your friend. Thank you so much.
I'll show you what we have in here so you understand what we got going on. All right. So
I've seen that one before.
is that kind of you right now? No.
It's just it's something very. A lot of artists do that kind of. I don't know what you call it, but
pop art.
Pop art. There you go.
You know what I try to do with what I show is I try to give a little variety. Over here we're doing a little bit more of the edgy pop art, kind of fun, whimsical stuff, and on the other side over there is more of my modern masters, you know, names, people recognize names in the industry, so people that are looking more for art investment, they're going to come and see that type of work and, you know immediately who they are.
So you think that that's more for investments and this is more for, like, your home, for example, and for decoration?
Well, I wouldn't say decoration necessarily, but there are people that are looking to buy work specifically for investment purposes. Okay, so when they're doing that, they'll look for a name, and you know the price is a price tag accordingly. You know, because most of those artists are dead. You know, so there's a
exciting.
Exactly. So based on that, there's a limited amount of them available, and it's a supply and demand basis. You know, so. So
you're an artist yourself. Did you do any of these? No.
I let the other guys do that. I'm an art appreciator.
Okay, so you're the one that's in charge of saying what goes in your gallery.
Bingo.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you look in an artist? How do they make the cut?
Well, okay. There's a couple things I look for. I look for somebody who can actually conceptualize something interesting, but then has the talent to back it up with the execution. Okay. Like you see a lot of artists who have great ideas, but don't have the talent to actually put them on paper or canvas. Or you got other artists with, that are great artists, but the work is boring and it's not something you want to look at every day.
How do you look at execution with art? It's so difficult, you know,
You have
because
to find somebody who's refined. You know, if they can take a concept and execute it well enough that it looks like it's done professionally. Well, it doesn't look like a student anymore.
well, you know, nowadays with art, you don't really know. You know, everybody has different opinions.
Let me show you something. All right. Now, this will give you an example of craziness.
See, that I don't understand.
Shoot this, because this guy was actually a homeless artist.
Esa persona era una persona de la calle, o sea, no tenía trabajo. Entonces él está diciendo de que él en su galería busca de que la persona no solamente tenga talento, pero que sepa terminar el trabajo con mucha fineza. Y le digo, yo no entiendo. Y me dice, bueno, te vas a reír. Mira esta, por ejemplo. Esto parece una locura. All right, so how is this what we're talking about?
He was discovered a couple years ago. He literally was a homeless guy who was doing drawings on the beach in Venice, in California. And a couple gallerists found the work, found him, and found it very exciting and new and kind of innovative, but whimsical and edgy at the same time. Okay. Some of the work, like that one down there, has a little erotica. Some of them have more erotica, but what it is it appeals to people that remember these comics. You know, they grew up in the 70s and the 60s and, you know, and kind of relate to those cartoons, but juxtaposed against these Korean newspapers. Okay. So it becomes, you know, a little bit different.
I don't know if this is going to affect your selling of the painting, but can I ask something?
Ask.
All right. Were these actual papers that he did when he was homeless?
No, these are not. These were newer. These are no.
So you gave him a new sheet of newspaper.
Yeah, no. Well,
drawn.
Because he's known for that, he has kind of stuck with what he was been doing. So people look for it. So he's not going to go. That's the thing. You have to be careful. You got to be careful because an artist can be discovered and then all of a sudden change and try to be something that they think people want them to be. Then you've lost what they were.
Marketing is very important. Look at Brito.
Brito's a factory. You know, he's a great guy.
Nowadays,
he's a great guy, but I mean,
you know, he came also from a very poor part. So,
but Brito's a great guy, but he's been, you know, he's everywhere, and that's what happens, and that happens to a lot of the major artists, and that's great. But it gets to a point where, you know, this guy still is hands-on with everything because he's a young emerging artist. Okay. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all about how you look at things.
So I'm sure now being in your gallery, he's no longer in the streets.
As a matter of fact, he's kicking butt. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they showed him. He was featured at Art Basel, which just happened. At 4 different shows in Basel. So featured now in London, in Paris, L.A., New York. So his life has changed.
Being honest, you just need one person to like what you're doing, and boom, everybody will like it.
If you have one connected person.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking the same language.
Yeah, if you have one person who can pick up the phone and call other people, you got to have the connections. I mean, that's what it's about.
All right, before I let you go, I really want to talk about those.
The X-ray, let's go.
Let's go. That is really, really cool. So, hello. Bueno, la historia de ese es fascinante. Dice que la persona estaba en la calle y yo le digo, bueno, pero estos periódicos son de la calle, los que él pintaba, y dice, no, le dimos periódico nuevo para pintar. Bueno, entonces, okay.
Just so you know, I do speak Spanish, but I'm just going to not even say it.
Okay, so you can translate everything.
Okay, I'll do it after. But let me first explain this. Right. This guy is from London, okay? And he took an old World War II bunker, you know, like a bomb bunker, and turned it into an X-ray studio underground. And these are actual X-rays. This is done with multiple X-rays. The chair is X-rayed multiple times because, you know, X-ray film is this big. Yeah. So when you look at a piece like this is made up of over 100 X-rays because he takes the helmet, the glasses, the coat, the skeleton, then different pieces of the motorcycle, and then
how does he get them together? Computer?
Photoshop puts it all back together again. You want to explain that?
Okay, entonces he's really pain in the butt. No, I'm kidding. You're actually very good and you're taking my questions very good. So, bueno, él me estaba diciendo de que este artista en particular es de London y él lo que hace, ustedes saben cuando sacan un X-ray, no, por supuesto, solamente es más o menos ese tamaño. Entonces imagina que para tener una foto así o una foto así tienen que hacer por lo menos 5 o 6 X-rays. Entonces después él lo mete en Photoshop, en la computadora, los pone juntos y voilà.
Eso es 100 X-rays. 100. 100.
Pero como si un X-ray tiene un tamaño así?
No, the X-ray is this big. The motorcycle, just the motorcycle, he takes all the pieces apart and then X-rays each piece, each wheel, because otherwise you won't see the detail. You understand? So he has to, yeah. And the jacket, he X-rays alone. The helmet is one X-ray alone.
I wasn't paying attention to him earlier. So, not doing my job here.
Yeah, there you go.
Bueno, o sea que 100 X-rays, o sea que cada pedacito de la motocicleta. sacado con un X-ray para después ponerlo y poner. Es como un rompecabezas, ¿no? It would be like a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. It is. It is a puzzle, and it's very hard to do, and it's very dangerous to do, because of all the he's exposed to the elements all the time of X-rays, which is you don't want all the time. He otherwise he's going to turn a great color green from all the X-rays he's doing.
And selling that is not going to help him with his health.
It's not going to help him. It'll be worth more when he's gone, but that's about all.
Doesn't everything cost more money when somebody dies? How sad is that?
All those are worth more money now.
Dice que el arte vale más dinero cuando la gente muere. Todo al frente, esta es su galería, todo al frente son personas que murieron. Bueno, that's very sad. I think people should be appreciated when they're alive.
If you can make that happen while you're alive, but it's back to those connections again, remember?
We are doing it, all right? I'm telling you.
And it also takes stuff like this, See, there you go. It's all about exposure. Right?
What kind of exposure are you talking about?
Well, everybody likes to expose themselves in some way or another, especially in Miami, right?
Marketing.
Marketing.
Oh, see?
Marketing and exposure. That's it.
I'm trying to give him hard questions to see if he cracks.
Yeah, passion's good.
Hey, you got some fans here.
We do.
They
Okay, there you go.
Great gallery, this guy.
Thank you.
And my friends on a great yacht.
There you go. So and people love a boat. If you bring people to a boat, you put art on a boat, hot women on a boat, you're gonna have people here.
All right, well, thank you so much. The name of your gallery again? Evan Lurie Gallery. Where are you, in New York?
Indianapolis, Los Angeles, and Miami.
All right, do you have a website you want to give out?
I do. It's evanluriegallery.com.
Very good. And you'll be there to greet everybody?
I will be there to greet everybody. And we're actually getting ready to do Palm Beach next week, Art Palm Beach, which is a phenomenal show.
You're going to be in the hot spot of Florida. So thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Have a good night. Bueno, continuamos. Tienen varias galerías. Están aquí van a empezar a hacer una en West Palm Beach. Y bueno, qué interesante, ¿no? Dice, claro de que le digo, ¿por qué la gente que muere, que todo al frente son personas que han fallecido, terminan valiendo más dinero? Dice, si tú puedes hacer que estando viva, realmente, digamos, uno valga estando viva, dice, entonces has hecho algo